Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trade by Numbers. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. If you're new to the channel, my name's Josiah and I trade stocks and cryptocurrencies for a living. And if you want to learn how to become financially free, the only way to do that is through investing. And if you want to learn more about stocks, crypto, and investing in general, make sure and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And if you hate making money, just scroll right on by this. So let's get into the market. We have an important day ahead of us. We're going to dive into that, and we're going to get ourselves a plan together. So we've got the S&P down 0.5% on the day already in the pre-market, and most of my watch list is in the red. We had crypto in the green earlier, but it's starting to turn red as well. So we've got crypto going down. We got the stock market down in the pre-market. Now, why is this so significant? It's not that uncommon for us to have a pullback. But we had something happen yesterday. We had the S&P actually break up and close above that $4,000 mark. That started to validate a move to the upside where we could start seeing this market go up. Now, we already had last week, we had the market move down and we had a close on Friday below the 390, which we said should validate a move to the downside. So now we had a candle to the downside to set us up to go down on Friday, and then yesterday we had a candle that closed above the 4,000, which would indicate a move to the upside. So what we need to see today is one of two things: either the market to close above that 4,000 again, validating that candle from yesterday, giving us two candles in a row above that resistance line or support level, whichever way it goes, or we need to see that move down and a close below the 4,000 to invalidate that move, the same as the move we had yesterday invalidated our move to the downside. I've been watching some other people, talking with some other people, looking at the charts myself. There's a very good chance that we could see a back test all the way to about 390 on the SPY or 3,900 on the, or 3,990 on the S&P or SPX. If we see that and we get that bounce off of, I'm sitting here looking at the SPY because I trade this all the time, but looking at the SPY here, if we retested around that 390 and we got that bounce up and we closed above that $400 mark, then I would definitely say that we're validating yesterday's candle and we could absolutely see a run up to around that 410 on the SPY. If that happens, then the market is going to rally strong, and considering the fact that we don't have our FOMC meeting until after the first of the month, then that means we've got another week that we can run this market up and get a pretty significant gain. Now, if we start to get a pullback and get that close below the $400 mark on the SPY, then at that point we could absolutely see us start to trend down and see if we can get back under that 390 to validate us up for where I thought we were going, which was around that 380 mark. We get down to around that 380 mark, then I think we'll be set up and priced in and everything ready to go. That way, if the FOMC meeting comes out and old Jerome Powell comes out, he starts talking tough, getting hawkish, it won't beat the market up near as much. We get run up, we're up above the 4,000 on the S&P 500. Even if he only does a 25 basis point, which is what everyone's expecting, but he comes out and talks hawkish, it's still going to turn this market down pretty significantly. So be prepared for that. Make sure whatever trades you're making, you're either planning that and you've got your short-term moves in, or your dollar cost averaging in, you're going long-term and you're going to be okay regardless of what these fluctuations are here. But I want you to be careful. Don't go out there. Don't FOMO in because the market's been running up and think, I've got to get in right now or I'm going to miss it. Because either way this goes, either we're going to break down from here or we're going to get a run up and then we're going to get a breakdown. But either way, we're moving to the downside. Question is it today or are we looking a week or two out from now to see that retest of dropping back down to this around the 390 level and ultimately down to around the 380. I do believe we need to test that, because we're going to have to test that level to see if we're going to trend down lower or if that's going to start us up on what could potentially be the beginning of the next bull market. So that's kind of what I got for you. I want to talk a lot about that today, because I think what happens there is going to determine how the market moves overall. So depending on how that closes is going to set us up for the week. So we need to pay a lot of attention to that. Now, if you've been holding Verb stock, I told you yesterday I sold mine. I sold part of it before market even opened yesterday. Didn't get what I could out of it, but I did take profits. Sold some more of it a little bit later in the day. And I told everyone in my video last night that I believe that if you've been holding Verb, you should definitely been out there taking profits. I hope you were. I said that there was going to be some people that just held on to it. They bought into the story. They wanted to be part of the short squeeze. And what did Verb do? They had an offering and absolutely crushed the stock. Stock down about 30% in the pre-market already. So if you were holding Verb, I hope you got out of it. I hope you made your profits. Remember, never be too greedy. When you have a chance to take profits, especially massive profits, take them. No one ever went broke taking profits. So just be careful on things like that. Right now, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to hold. We bought some SQQQ yesterday after we sold our TQQ. Called that out on the Discord. So we got a nice price on that. We'll see if that pans out for us today. Even if, like I said, we could see this market back test and then see a rally toward the end of the day. So either way it goes, I'm expecting a drop early on this morning. So the SQQQ that we picked up yesterday is going to be perfect for that. If you're not in it yet, there could still be a chance. It's up a little bit in the pre-market here, but not up very much considering where we're expecting that the market could fall, especially if we get a market open, market comes up a little bit, dropping that SQQ down could give you a really good buying opportunity. Other than that, I'm mostly going to be sitting on the sidelines. We've got our Coinbase puts that I also picked up yesterday, called out Coinbase yesterday. We'll see if those take a hit. Could make some really good money on those. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be watching the market, holding on to my little swing plays that I picked up yesterday, and see how the day pans out. Catch me this afternoon. We'll go over everything. We'll see what the market set us up for so that we can make a plan for the rest of the week. Till then, be blessed, and remember, never trade with your emotions. Always trade by the numbers.